I just really hate fictitious placebo Fortnite tips that don't actually work, which is why in today's video we're going to be testing out everything that I'm going to go into depth on this video. About 5 tips. We're going to test if they actually work for boosting your FPS. These are some of the most helpful, the most recommended FPS increasing tips that don't have anything to do with Fortnite settings. That's right guys, it's not going to be one of those typical videos you get saying, hey, switch to performance mode. Everybody already knows that already. So I'm going to keep every setting the same. I'm going to show you my settings right now. I have everything maxed out in terms of quality, like to make my FPS as low as possible. And there's a couple reasons for that, but the main reason is I don't want to have to look at a bunch of jarring 400 to 500 FPS numbers and try to think, did it work? Did it increase my FPS? This is a lot easier to tell if it increased my FPS on a much higher setting for the lower frame rates. So we're toggling right around 100 FPS here. This is just in the lobby. Now we need to test out what it's like in creative. So we're going to load up the same creative map and everything and test it out real quick. So keep in mind guys, there's going to be 5 different tips that we're going to go in depth about. This is with none of the tips done on my computer. My computer is not optimized at all. So there you go. You can see it's like 80 to 85 FPS. That's where it's staying pretty consistently right now. So we will just remember that. We're going to go into a Fortnite creative map and see what it is actually playing in a map. All right, it has improved guys. It has improved. You can see here it's like low, it's like 90 to 100 is where it's staying pretty consistently, 90 to 100. Anyways guys, we're going to go through every step here in today's video. There's 5 tips. I'm going to speed run them for you guys so that way we don't waste any time. By the way guys, quick shout out to NoPing. NoPing is the best network optimizing software you can buy for any game, including Fortnite. All you do is download it in the link in the description, and what it does is it immediately will lower your ping by a ton. You just basically sign into it, scroll down to wherever your server is. In this case I'm NA West, so San Jose is the best ping I can get. You click optimize and you're good to go. Not only does it make your ping dramatically lower, it also has built-in FPS boost. It also has built-in input delay for keyboard response, so it improves your keyboard functionality, improves the response time of your keyboard. Download it in the link down in the description now, and you guys get a 10-day free trial, which is fantastic. If you guys do decide to purchase it monthly, thank you. That does benefit the channel and helps me keep making awesome content for you guys. Anyways, back to the video. Let's jump back into it. Alright guys, so tackling the first tip is going to be removing the temp files on your computer. So to do that, you're just going to type in %temp, %sign. That'll pull up this little folder here. You're going to click enter. And basically these are all files that your computer may have accessed only at one time in your entire PC life. So basically what we're going to do is clear these out. Your computer does sift through these quite often, and because if you have a bunch in here, it can actually slow down your computer a bit. It can cause it to not run as quick. So we're just going to go ahead and delete them and hit continue. And then if you get this little message, it's because you're currently using those temp files. Just select the skip option. So another temporary file location that you guys might not be aware of is your Prefetch folder. So I'm going to show you where you can find that now. You'll actually need to click run up here at the top. Once you have run open, you're just going to type in Prefetch and then hit OK. These are also temporary files. These do get restored over time, but the vast majority of them aren't being used and can slow down the PC a bit. So we just want to do Control A, select them all, and then press the delete button on your keyboard. And then after you've done that, you are good to go. Close out of there, and now you just want to go ahead and empty your recycle bin. So again, you can do Control A, delete, and permanently delete those folders. For tip number 2, you're going to want to set up some graphics settings. So come down here to your search bar, type in graphics. You'll see up here at the top graphics settings. Select that, and now what we can do is actually find your Fortnite app to set up better performance for it. So to do that, you're going to want to click this browse button. Once you do that, we need to find this folder that I've already located. To do that, you're going to need to go to this computer, select which drive has Fortnite installed on it, go to Program Files, go to Epic Games, go to Fortnite, go to Fortnite Game, go to Binaries, go to Win64, and here you'll find your Fortnite client Win64 shipping. Whichever has the largest size is the one you need to select, which is probably your shipping. Then you just click Add. Now it'll give you this little box here. It actually gives you options on how to run Fortnite, and this is what we're after, because actually here you can change this to high performance. What this will do is set the maximum graphics processing performance possible for your Fortnite game, which is fantastic. So you'll just click save. Once you've done that, you're good to go. Close out of there. For tip number 3 is setting up a power settings profile. A lot of people haven't done this, but it's super underrated. Now do note, if you're on a laptop, this may turn your laptop into an airplane, so just be aware of that, okay? But it's still really good for performance. So we're gonna go to power. You're gonna select power settings here at the top. You won't really get much options here, but if you come over here to the right, you'll see where it says additional power settings. Click that. Now this is where you actually get a bunch of better options. I already have this set up, so actually this might not this might not help my performance much, but you get the option. Usually it's on balanced. If it's on balanced, you need to choose something that shows better performance, such as high performance. If you're on a low to medium PC, you might want to only stick with high performance. If you're on a high-end PC or even like a middle higher end PC, ultimate performance might even be better for you. I'm actually going to give ultimate performance a chance and hope that my PC doesn't just catch on fire. So for tip number 4 is removing background apps. This can actually slow down your computer quite considerably, especially if you have a bunch of different applications on your computer. So once in a while you'll want to type in background and then click on background apps. These are all the apps that have the ability to run while you're playing games like Fortnite. Now you can quickly and easily just turn them all off if you wanted to. I like to have one on, so I'm going to keep this on and just remove everything except NVIDIA control panel. So that's what I'd recommend for the best performance. Just have everything off except for NVIDIA control panel, and you're basically good to go with just doing that. So that's really all there is to that one. So guys, this leads us to the last tip, and this one we have to actually search online. It's the Windows 10 October update. October 2020 was actually the latest update. So it gives you this window here. You're going to want to go to support.microsoft.com. Make sure it says support.microsoft.com, or you could potentially download a virus. So once you come here, you're going to click check for updates, hit open. This will give you this here, and if you are not updated, then you need to make sure you are updated. Once you do find an update, see I have one here available, click download it and install. The Windows 10 version 20H2 actually has peak performance for gaming, so it can actually improve your FPS a lot. This is actually one of the most this is one of the best updates you can download if you're gaming, so definitely recommend it, and then just wait for your system to update. Alright guys, we have successfully done every single step in today's video. Now it's time to look at the benchmarks. It's time to figure out if any of this stuff actually works, so I'll see you on Fortnite. Alright, we are loaded back in. Time to actually put the benchmarks to the test, man. So right now we are at 90 to 100, so not really favorably high there. That was basically where we were before, is around 100 FPS. But let's test it out in creative. Maybe we'll be surprised when we're actually in a game. So let's take a look at that. That's weird. When I look this direction, I get high FPS. I get like 80. And then I turn around this way and then it's like, oh, now it's like 90. I guess the map needed to load. I don't know. But yeah, we're like 70 to 80 right now. Yeah, I mean, we get up to like 130. So it's safe to say it is about a 10%, 10 to 15% FPS boost doing all that. So definitely not negligible. It's something, and especially for just doing each one of these tips that take like only about a minute to do, I'd say it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Alright guys, so I think the takeaway in this video, other than the 5 tips obviously to increase your FPS, is to just basically never use epic settings. Just keep everything on low with the exception of view distance, because then you get about 400 FPS, and who doesn't like 400 FPS, you know what I mean? But yeah guys, that's been really it for today's video. I just wanted to share with you guys some of the easiest ways you guys can optimize your PCs and get a bit of an FPS boost, not really having to do any overclocking, not having to change any registry, not having to use terminal commands or anything crazy like that. Just easy little tips of settings you guys can turn on. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out for now.